I was gonna ask you,
Myers?
will you come on late night tonight?
Myers, you know I can't do that.
We could have a great interview. Together.
I'm coming to late night.
I want to start by thanking you because I was watching the Golden Globes last night and you presented there and I was doing the math and realizing you had to be here.
Yeah.
So you were on a red eye last night to join us. We really appreciate it.
Yep, I left at probably 8 p.m. and then went to the Chateau Marmont for about 30 minutes.
Fantastic. All right, little after party.
Yep, said hello to Parker Posey and then got on a plane and got
That's
here.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine due to the breakthrough, attraction of this show, it must be nice to be at a Golden Globe party and be able to say hello to people that you've been a fan of over the years that now know who you are.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I met your favorite person, Amy Poehler.
Pretty good person to meet.
Yeah, she won
person to meet.
she won the first Golden Globe for podcast, which is really cool.
Yep. And she was in Blades of Glory, so she's also done skating acting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
She
really
probably
good.
wanted to connect on the skating acting.
So, have you heard of like divorced dad movies?
No, what are divorced dad movies?
So me and my friends talk about this all the time. If you come from a divorced family, divorced dads have like the most raunchy, irreverent comedies that 7-year-olds should not be watching.
Right.
And Blades of Glory was one of those.
Really?
For me, yes.
That's fascinating because I binged Heated Rivalry with my small children, and I feel like looking back, there are some scenes I should have fast forwarded through.
It's important. It's like when I was little, my dad made me watch The Shining when I was 6 because he was like, people are gonna reference this. You need to know this. And so that's how I imagined it
That
with
is the
Heated
most
Rivalry.
fantastic parenting to show to you, not because it's a good movie, but
No.
because I want you to get the jokes.
Yeah. He wanted me to know what people were saying when they were like, here's Johnny.
Yeah.
You know.
And did that help in life?
1,000. It made me love Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, that's-
It made me love Shelley Duvall with a bat like this.
Yeah. That's fantastic. She's
Yeah.
one of our great bat actors.
Yeah.
While we talk about different. No, I want to get to this. So this show, for those who haven't seen it, and obviously there are fewer and fewer people every day who haven't seen it, but this is a love story.
I thought it was gonna end there. There are fewer and fewer people every day.
Every day. I'm sorry to break this. That's just how it works.
Right.
People die, Connor. Your dad obviously didn't tell you. He was showing you The Shining. This is a love story set in the world of professional hockey. It's just a lovely show. Like how you must be shocked by the broad appeal of it. Because, it seems when you hear the concept of it initially, it feels like it might have a narrow audience, but it feels like everybody's watching it. It must be so rewarding.
Yeah. I mean, I think that anyone can really click into the idea of love and feeling like, what's expected of you. And in this case, it's being a professional hockey player. I think people can really click into being like, how I am, what I want is not really what's expected of me. I was super shocked. I mean, you think of something like, male romance, and you think just it's for gay men, but I mean, there's been all walks of life, predominantly women who enjoy it, so.
It's also, I do think, like, look, media has evolved past a lot of the easy stereotypes over the years, and there's been a lot of great examples, but it's also wonderful to show, like, you guys are also jocks, right? Like, you are, I feel like we're watching a male romance that maybe we haven't seen, with a few small examples, and that's kind of what makes it so unique, and obviously one of the reasons that's attracted so many people to it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the craziest part for me to play. Everyone always talks about the Russian, but the jockness of it all, I mean, these guys in the NHL, they have been skating since they were like 3 years old. So for Hudson and I to show up with like 2 weeks of skating training and being like, and just kind of waddling like this, like.
It is very funny. I
it's
feel like there are
ridiculous.
two things the camera always just cuts right out at.
Yeah.
It's like the skates and the other thing.
Yep. Yeah, I do the other thing. I don't do the skating thing.
Do you feel a little bit better at skating now? Because I mean, it was not egregious.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I was doing good, and then recently, I think one of our costume designers, Hannah, posted this like BTS thing of me skating, and I watched it and I was like, oh boy. I was like, I don't deserve any accolades for this. I was like,
You're being too hard on yourself.
No,
It's incredible. Everything you had to
not
do for the show, we're not going to give you a hard time in the skating. Hey, one of my favorite things about the narrative structure of the show is it takes place over a long course of this romance. There's time jumps. There's title cards for all the time jumps. And we've never done this on this show before, but could the next few questions be with the benefit of a time jump?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So was there anything you shot that ended up being too salacious to put in the show?
Yeah, one time.
Wow!
I know, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about it.
Oh yeah, it stays with you. Do you know what a sex swing is?
Do I? Hey, great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, no, I mean it's great to be back. Were you? I think you were wearing the same thing last time.
I only own like 3 outfits.
Yeah, I heard that, so I wore the same thing too.
Hey, congrats on your Oscar win. When you meet an actor for the first time watching a show that is their sort of breakout role, you just assume they are closer to who they're playing than they're in real life. Like, I fully just assumed they had found a Russian-speaking actor for this part. That is not what happened.
No.
Yeah. Did you have any head start on Russian?
So when I was in high school, I spent my junior year in France, and I've always loved languages. Like, I think if I wasn't an actor or a filmmaker, I would definitely want to somehow commit myself to linguistics. So I tried learning the Russian alphabet. I got super into like Russian rap and stuff, but Russian is it's so impossibly difficult to learn.
I'm so glad your character didn't rap all their
Yeah.
lines.
I'm asking Jacob, I'm like, you have to give me a Russian like little rap part.
Yeah. I could see that. I could
Yeah.
see at least one scene. of it,
Yeah. Connor's story destroys everything that was going for him.
But it sounds like Russian was easier for you than the skating. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was easier the skating is just, it's impossible.
Right.
You know, like, again, like, I could do it every single day for 10 years, and I would never be anywhere close to that. The Russian was a little bit more immediate and was a little bit more a part of the show for me. Yeah, so I mean, I did like 4-hour sessions of Russian every day for like a month and a half.
And not only
Shout out to Katya Yablunovsky.
and is hopefully Katya wasn't the one that was so mean to Amelia.
No.
Okay, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
It didn't
no.
sound like. Seems
Yeah.
like Katya might be one of the nice ones.
It was
yeah.
She was the good cop. The good cop, bad cop.
Did you obviously you had to skate in front of people who I assume were accomplished skaters. You also had to speak Russian in front of actual Russian actors.
Yeah.
What was the feedback they were giving you from scene to scene?
Yeah, oddly enough, a lot of the scenes that took place in Russia, almost all of the background were Russian. The scene where after my dad's funeral, spoiler, I'm with my brother. Everyone at that table was actually Russian, and so we have like an argument in Russian in the other room. And this Russian lady, this older lady, I came back in to reset, and she starts being like, and then I'm like, no, I don't do that. And then she told the person next to her, she was like, and then this man was like, oh, she thought you were an actual Russian speaker.
Oh, that's really high praise.
But she thought that like my parents were Russian and I speak Russian at home with like a pseudo-American accent.
Yeah. It would be funny if every time somebody spoke to you in Russia, you just went, line.
Yeah. I just always say, my go-to, I always say in Russian, I speak Russian really poorly.
Well, to know that is helpful.
Yeah.
You grew up in Texas. Mm-hmm. So what part of Texas are you from?
Odessa, represent!
All right. So that is, as names go, the most Russian part of
About,
Texas.
yeah, just about.
So you kind of. But was hockey a big part of your? I mean, did you ever watch hockey or?
I went to one hockey game growing up. We had the jackalopes, which is like, it's a rabbit with antlers
Yep.
as their mascot.
Okay.
And I swear to God, I thought that was a real thing until about 5 years ago.
The jackalope.
Yeah, I was talking to Sarah, one of your producers, on the phone, and she mentioned that she knew of the jackalopes, and then I was like, so it is a thing? She's like, no, it's not.
Well, that's good. It's fun to have a role that
Yeah.
helps you learn about animals.
Yeah, and actually, one of the, because we had a few dozen professional hockey players that were the teams, and we would kind of just swap out jerseys. And one of the guys, he played for the Jackalopes when I was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was another Texan out there.
Yeah. Well, no,
Fantastic.
he was Canadian, I
Okay,
think.
gotcha,
But
right.
he had gone there for.
Yeah.
He'd gone to Odessa because that's the hockey capital of the world.
You know, I have to imagine how crazy a whirlwind this has been. One of the benefits is, you know, it probably opens doors that weren't available to you before. Like, what is something that you're hopeful to do with what I'm assuming is a pretty exciting opportunity for?
Yeah, I get that question, and I try to come up with. I mean, I could probably come up with like a dream role or something, but I just feel really, really honored. I worked in restaurants for years and years, literally up until I booked this. If Heated Rivalry did not go this well, I was already planning on getting a new job in a few months. So just to be able to like act and get paid to do what I want to do and have enough money or resources to film my own things, like it's made for me. So.
Well, very well deserved.
Truly, this is
Very well deserved.
Yeah.
I think everybody's excited to know there'll be more Heated Rivalry as well. Hey, thanks so much, Connor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, that's Connor's story. All 6 episodes of Heated Rivalry are streaming now on HBO Max. We'll be right back.